EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the San Francisco 49ers. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Ravens ready to take over. Throwing at the outset, here's Mahomes. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long, an early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
Now Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to start them out when you do that.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Facing 4th down, Baltimore will punt. Jordan Stout out there. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. They start on the ground with McCaffrey, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
2nd down, 8 to go from the 28. McCaffrey on the counter, and they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for, and this time he used his quickness to make a play.
On 3rd down, Burrow. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
One of the things we always talk about heading into a game, who's going to set the tone early, and very early on here, we're seeing the defense is showing they're going to continue to break pressure.
They smelled that early 3 and out, brought the pressure, and the hit forced the incompletion. On 4th down, the Niners trot out Mitch Wishnowsky to punt the football. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. Taking it about the 36. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Ravens, they'll take over. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now 2nd and 9. Now Mahomes. That's another one complete to Mitchell. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
quick slant. Tyreek Hill with it. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right, you're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Mahomes firing complete. It'll go as a gain of 4. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they go to work on a 1st and goal. Mitchell. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. A big win there defensively on 2nd and goal. A loss of 7, and it brings up 3rd.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete.
Like what I've seen so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. This from 32 yards away. Tucker's kick is good. And the Ravens strike first at 3's in. So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You've kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their 2nd drive. This one a little slow to get cooking, just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And this pass caught by Gray. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They run 3 and out on their their first drive. Things already looking better here, 1st and 10.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. Now it's Burrow. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. Joe Burrow. And this is going to be incomplete. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and out will come the offense as they take over. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Throw left side complete. That's Hill. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that will bring up 2nd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Now 2nd and 3. Mahomes now to throw. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him. And really,
on 1st down, Mahomes. They'll run the screen with Mitchell. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the 1st half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And again, it's Mahomes. Toward the pylon, caught. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. And the Niners ready to go on offense for the final time of this first half. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. 10-0 is our score as we get started again on EA Sports. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now it's Burrow. And that is incomplete.
Well, if they have any designs on getting back into this football game in the second half, they're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were on this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a fourth down.
Here comes the 49ers punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and they will take over 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. To the right side, into the hands of Flowers. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
On second down, here's Mitchell. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Mahomes now on first down. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. Here's Mahomes to throw. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Mahomes going to throw. Screen play setting it up for Mitchell. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
You want to see a defensive coordinator get upset and throw his headset? This is the kind of play that'll do it. You force 3rd and long. This is almost sort of a give-up play. You're just hoping to get something positive, and it winds up breaking big, and they convert on 3rd down.
First down, here's Mitchell. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd down and 6 now. On play action, it's Mahomes. Pass on the crossing route is complete. This is Andrews. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 18. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes it leads to drops.
2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Justin Simmons firing all the way in from a safety position.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down. But to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
Now Burrow on first down. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Burrow. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Burrow. Able to find Gray here. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
In this situation, the dictation is coming from the defense, right? They're going to tell you, you can have 6, 7 yards, do that all the way downfield. Let's just go ahead and take the time off the clock. I think they've got to start attacking vertically a lot more.
The Niners on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Burrow's throw caught by Gray. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 38-yard line.
They come up now on 2nd and 2. Now it's Burrow. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
To the air again, Burrow. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he...
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
To throw, Burrow. Under pressure, they got him again. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Here's Burrow. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Here we go. This is 4th down. Burrow. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
It's showtime, baby. Let's mark, baby.
The Ravens taking a knee with victory seemingly in hand here.
That's what it is. That's what it is, baby.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. This is 1st and 10. Now Burrow. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Here's 2nd down. Throwing, Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. A final shot now for Burrow. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory, and they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean,
did enough, though. Did enough, but yeah, you're right.
Most games, it wouldn't have been enough. So they've got to go into the locker room and applaud their defensive mates and say, guys, you really carried us today. We'll try and get you back next time. But as for today, you guys were nails out there.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night from Silicon Valley. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Taken at the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
2nd and 9. Another run with Mitchell. And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. That's taken on the 25. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow finding space at the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
From midfield now, Burrow working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 39. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. Gets this one to Juszczyk. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Ravens' 20-yard line. That's the end of the first quarter.
We're scoreless after one. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer. But he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Here's Burrow. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And his kick is good. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive stalls out, but the field goal does get them the first points of the night.
And 3 points, not to be underestimated. How about this, right? You're on the road. You're under the lights. National television audience. This is not a dress rehearsal, partner. This is for real. And a pretty nice opening statement.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And Hill will opt for the touchback. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now here's Mahomes. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Mahomes now to throw. That is caught. Look at this. Middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 76 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Here's Christian McCaffrey to return it. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. And got his man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. It's a gain of 34.
And this is how you answer a touchdown the other end. You come out throwing to start your own drive. And not just throwing, but pushing it down the field. And they come up with a big play as they try to answer back with a score of their own.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And a pretty little juke move there, but not a ton to show for it afterwards as he's brought down. A 1st down screen pass, good for 5.
Boy, that one was well read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive, because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
And Burrow going to throw again. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2. Now Burrow. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Touchdown, San Francisco.
A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Niners are once again back in front. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Tyreek Hill on the return. Here's the dangerous Tyreek Hill. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The offense for the Ravens returns to the field. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hill. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Mahomes now on first down. Tyreek Hill's got another one. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll make it second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
The Ravens moving quickly here as the clock runs. And again, it's Mahomes. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Looking to throw is Mahomes.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
At the 45-yard line.
First down. Here's Burrow.
Throw left side, complete to Chase.
And he's taken down inside the 30. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
This 2nd and 4.
Now it's Burrow.
Over the middle, that's caught by Chase.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away.
So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, it's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch,
being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the Jets sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Now Burrow. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
He's been patient this entire game, waiting for the perfect moment to surprise him with a quarterback keeper. There he catches him off guard and converts his first rush of the game into a first down. Gotta love that efficiency.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Burrow will throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 7-yard line.
To the air again, Burrow. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown, 49ers. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Niners take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the fourth. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Credit the sack to Fred Warner.
One of the league's best linebackers. He ended that play almost before it began, and the running back absolutely overmatched no matter what he tried to do.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks. And they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw, it's Mahomes. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Niners are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. On 3rd down, Burrow. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's got room. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Game in hand, the offense takes the knee. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now to this point. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Burrow down to a knee, and that should be the final act of this one.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. So the victory here for San Francisco, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From Baltimore, good night, everybody.